Testing, testing. I hate this part of the stream. But hey, we're getting through. Alrighty. We're good. Yep, alright, cool. Let's do this. Let me... Let's do this, shall we? Because we are very much gonna have a good show today. So, let's do this. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Extreme Championship Wrestling ECW. I'm your host, as always, Scott Silver, and we open today's show similar to last week with a World Heavyweight Championship qualifying match, starting with this man, Shinsuke Nakamura.
Is an Extreme Rules match. Making his way to the ring from Kyoto, Japan, weighing in at 220 pounds, Shinsuke Nakamura.
Shinsuke Nakamura bringing in the Japanese strong style to ECW. As we know, this man, a former United States Intercontinental Champion in WWE, former multiple-time NXT champion, both in his time in the WWE NXT and the NXT of last year. This man knows how it feels to hold the world title in his hand. And with this win tonight, he could possibly be shooting himself right into that main event picture once again. But he will have to overcome one of the world's finest, as the crowd chanting the theme that he's known around the world for. Nakamura looks ready. He looks geared up. He looks like nothing can stop him. But will that be the case here tonight? The blue and gold, the Olympic gold medalist.
And his opponent from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 237 pounds,
Kurt Angle, former world champion in both TNA and WWE. We all know the story behind this man possibly joining ECW way back when, but he got stopped because of a certain angle. But now he's here in the land of the extreme, better late than never, and especially in this match to try to capture the World Championship at Backlash. We welcome you, Kurt. We very much welcome you with open arms. And he looks geared up and ready. The king of strong style in Japan and the American gold medalist. This match is now officially underway. Both of them try to go for a flying strike, but both of them miss. Now Kurt immediately trying to get up that sleeper hold. Sleeper hold straight off the gun. Center of the ring. But Nakamura, those hits to the midsection, goes for a pin instead. Referee but not even a 1 count comes of it. Nakamura now, knee straight to the skull of Angle. Angle getting back up to his feet. Now the kicks from Nakamura. Nakamura now looking for something, and the same item that got love and affection last week, the steel trash can. And now Angle believing whatever you can do, I can do better. Sledgehammer in now hand, and straight to the midsection of Nakamura, and again. Kurt Angle showing what he has, what it takes to hang with the big boys. Nakamura now trying to get back to his feet, accidentally knocking out the ref in process. Completely legal. Extreme rules, obviously. What are they doing now? And those stiff rights sends Angle down to the canvas. And now look at Nakamura just aiming up his strikes very specifically, tailored to the head and midsection of Kurt Angle. Puts him into the ropes, drop down. And that arm drag. And Nakamura, known most for his strikes and quick ones at that. What is Nakamura thinking about? Is Kurt now? And wait a second, Kurt to the outside! Suplex to the outside! And Kurt does not look like he has missed a beat. As the ECW faithful fans in attendance waiting for something big to occur. And the steel chair into the skull of the King of Strong Style. And again to the back of the skull. And again, Angle definitely doing everything he can to get the love and respect of the ECW fans in attendance. Kurt believing that he belongs to be here. But now Nakamura back in control of things. And now again, Nakamura the strikes. Kurt kind of bounced off of the announce table right there. And now look at Nakamura, chair in hand now. Kurt able to get out of harm's way, and now the strikes stop him, and now trying to get that submission on the arm, but a strike in the midsection. Nakamura breaks it up, throws Kurt across the outside area. Now Shinsuke. Now Kurt getting back in control. Now Nakamura again throwing Kurt around the outside area. Kurt back to his feet. Back into the ring now, Nakamura. And just like that, out of nowhere, King Shasa, but a kick out at 2. Seamlessly out of nowhere. Nakamura now taking his time back to the big sledgehammer. Another shot to the midsection and another one. Kurt could be winding down when it comes to energy here. Just as I say that, Kurt, another sleeper hold. Locked in sleeper hold, locked in sleeper hold. But again, Nakamura away from the ropes, but able to turn it into a cover. And a kick out at 2. Kurt only barely getting out of that. Kurt needs to find an opening and quick. And that slam almost on the head of the sledgehammer. And now picking up that steel trash can. Wait a second, I think he might have other ideas. Clothesline the outside, and now taking the sledgehammer the outside as well. Getting ready for some more damage with that to the back of the spine of Nakamura. Kurt spending no cost into trying to use everything in his ability, anything in his reach to put the hurt on Nakamura. And that, the ladder has been grabbed, thrown inside. Kurt now goes back the outside. Nakamura has a sledgehammer now using on Kurt. Tries to do it again. Kurt rolls out of harm's way, but doesn't roll out the second time. The sledgehammer used very sparingly here. Kurt now fired up. The straps are down. What does this mean? Try to go for an angle slam, but Nakamura counters, throwing him back inside the ring, trying to stop Angle's momentum before it even begins. And look at Nakamura trying to end it up in the Kinshasa. Kinshasa straight to the skull of Kurt Angle, and Shinsuke punches his ticket to Backlash.
Here is your winner, Shinsuke Nakamura.
Congratulations, Shinsuke Nakamura, on the win. We will see him at Backlash with AJ Styles and Rob Van Dam as we move on to our next match. And now, crowd gets to their feet as the ECW TV champion.
Making his way to the ring from Yonkers, New York, weighing in at 265 pounds, the ECW World Television Champion, Tommy Draven.
Of course, ECW original Tommy Dreamer winning the TV championship in an amazing fatal four-way eliminating match, including Ilya Dragunov, Jackson Rogers, and long-term rival Raven. And of course, being accompanied to the ring by Paul Heyman, the general manager, the owner of ECW. This match was easily made. On the first episode, we had a match, a triple threat to determine one of the big challenges for the TV champion, and that was won by the one and only Ricochet. Him deciding not to activate his title chance, though. He wanted to have a match with Dreamer. He wanted to do it out of respect, so they know what they're going into when they do have a title match, which is very respectful from the one and only. Ricochet now gears up.
And his opponent from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 190 pounds, Ricochet.
Definitely off of a high, off of his match that he won last week, taking out people such as Sabu and Jeff Hardy, some of the best high flyers to ever do it, and Ricochet was able to stand on top and win that match. But will that victory, supposedly friendly match between the TV champion? We will soon find out. And by that, I mean right now, Dreamer, Ricochet. Match to a good start in the high knee immediately from Ricochet. Sends Tommy down. Neckbreaker immediately. Ricochet obviously known for his speed and tenacity, and he's making sure that's on full effect right here in this early stage of this matchup. Doing some damage everywhere he can, trying to find weak spots possibly within the champion. What is Ricochet doing? Doing some homage to The Rock here with a moonsault, courtesy similar to the People's Elbow. Goes for a cover off of it, and it gets a 2 count, and the shoulder was raised. Kick straight to the skull of Dreamer. And now some strikes and DDT combo. Ricochet not letting Dreamer get a single move in, it seems. Now, Dreamer trying to find an opening. It seems like he got it. But kick up from Dreamer. Kick up from Ricochet, my apologies. But look at Dreamer now. Straight into the turnbuckle and thrown ragdolled. And what is Paul Heyman doing? Throwing in a chair as the chanting of the "We want tables." Tommy sees the chair and he's definitely planning to use it, but then he realized Ricochet rolled out. He doesn't want the chair to leave inside the ring just yet. Now Ricochet trying to grab a weapon of his own, and he seems to grab the ladder. Tries to activate it, but Tommy immediately rolling back into the ring. Now Tommy Dreamer and the neck. The back breaker across the knee, and now the strikes of his own. Elbow strike straight to the face of Ricochet. Tommy now, top rope. We don't see this often from Dreamer. Calling to get to his feet on the crossbody. Again now grabbing the chair, putting it between the ropes. And again going to the top as Paul talking to the ref right now. And then the elbow straight to the top of the skull of Ricochet, and now doing some work on the arm. Paul clapping his hands, very happy there. But look at Dreamer. And he plants him. Plants him straight on the skull. But a kick out at 2. Oh, Tommy Dreamer, DDT! Could that be all she wrote for Ricochet? And it seems to be it. Ricochet desperately underestimating our TV champion, where Tommy Dreamer walks out victor, showing why he's our TV champion and why he still has what it takes. Congratulations, Tommy, as he now walks away with his title for next week. Hey, yo, that's a familiar face right there. And now we move on to our third match of the night. The yellow and gold has filled the arena.
This is an Extreme Rules match. Making his way to the ring from Cincinnati, Ohio, weighing in at 215 pounds, Lex S. King.
Lexus King has moved his way to ECW. Obviously, the former Brian Pillman Jr. and obviously the son of the late, great Brian Pillman has now tried to find a home in ECW. Seems very hyped up with the crowd here tonight. Lexus King, very good in the ring. Very good technical wrestler. This young man is a lot in his future.
And his opponent from Sydney,
But look at his!
at 240 pounds, Jake the Chosen One
Jai Phillips, the chosen one, is back. Last time we saw him was in NXT UK, along with that man behind him, the current WWE Undisputed Universal Champion Liam Rogers, suited up to accompany one of his best mates to the ring for his first match in ECW. Jai Phillips, former NXT UK Heritage Champion, former member of the Australian Underground now. Both of these men making their debut for ECW. Lexis King, Jai Phillips. And now Lexis immediately putting him down. Rogers did not expect that. You saw his face shocked in the corner over there. Jai immediately the clothesline sending him down. These two have a lot in their career. Lexis King seeming to have control right now. But that could all change in the matter of a second. Lexis King now, top rope. As Jai gets to his feet. Double axe handle sends Jai to the floor. Jai now trying to get some momentum, but Lexis trying to stop him in his feet. Now look at Rogers taking off the turnbuckle as Jai throwing Lexis over the top. Throwing his back into the apron. The hardest part of the ring, as any wrestler will tell you. The dropkick sends Jai down. Right in front of his mate, the champion Rogers. As we know right now, Liam Rogers guaranteed his shot at the Money in the Bank at TPW off of his win on Monday Night Raw. And look at Jai Phillips now with that table. Possibly try to use on Lexis King, but gets sent into the post as a result. And now being planted by Lexis King. Lexis King showing off a lot of his repertoire in this match, trying to show everyone what he has to offer later down the line, possibly as a champion. Lexis King throwing Jai, ragdolling him around, kicked up from Jai though. And now he's going to send him into the steel steps. Phillips now. Shots to the midsection. And the high knee straight to the skull of King. Now Jai again trying to grab what now is a kendo stick. Straight to the back. And now bleeding the skull of Lexis King. Breaking across the back of Lexis King. Now that is what you consider brutal. Now goes for a pin off of the breaking of the kendo stick. But a kick out at 2 from King. Now Jai Phillips top rope. And goes for that frog splash and connects. Goes for springboard moonsault. Showing he still has those same moves, that same repertoire from NXT. His days in NXT. And the face plant from King. Now up, turnbuckle, thrown, jumps over, jumps under, and both of them. Lexis is on fire right now. What a wonderful display of agility that was as he throws Jai into the corner, tries to do something about it, but Jai reversing it. Goes to the outside very strategically while Lexus is trying to get some breathing room. Now another kendo stick is in play here, but a drop kick sends Jai down. Goes for the cover off the drop kick. But a kick out at 2 from Phillips. Now, Lexus seems to be putting this all away right now. Gears it up and sends him down. Face hitting the kendo stick in the process. Could this be it? But Lexus King inches away from victory. 2 count. Phillips is still in this, and now kendo stick in hand, tries to go for a shot, but look at Jai Phillips. He calls this the New Harbor Bridge. Harbor Bridge. Unable. Not just yet a kick out from Lexus King. Both men kicking out of their best moves, and now the kendo stick in full effect. Straight to the skull of Lexus King, trying to swing and hit for the fences, and again breaking across the body. Lexus King not letting it phase him though. Goes for the cover off of that shot on the knee. And doesn't get it. Kick out at 2. Lexus King beside himself. Sends him into the ropes. Drop down. And underhook neck breaker. Springboard leg drop with both legs. What is Lexus King doing? Middle rope. And the double axe handle straight to the skull of Jai Phillips. And look at him go. Under neck breaker. Could that be it? Is the enough pain worn? And another kick out at 2. How the hell is Jai Phillips still in this? It's about 3 or 4 kickouts now from being put through absolute hell. Weapons. A lot of damage done to this man. Now goes for the cover again, just out of pure rage, and able to get it. Jai Phillips worn off. And ECW, congratulations. And before we go to the next match, sorry guys, purple controller. Look at the friggin' cameras now. Backstage. Look at Raven. Tommy Dreamer just had a match and Raven has met him backstage to have a bit of a tussle. Dreamer tends to be holding his own, but look at Raven. Raven was not meant to be here tonight, and yet meeting him backstage to have a tussle. As I said last week, these two had a year-long rivalry filled with blood, sweat, tears, both of them going through the backstages of their life. And it seems that anger, that rage that both of these men have towards each other has not wavered, has not left. And now both of them taking each other out on backstage. We need to get some security back here. Come on. This is outrageous. Neck. Backbreaker. Tommy. Tommy now. I apologize. We're going to get security to take care of this issue as we try to get back to our programming. This is still outrageous. We are now back, and we have another world title match qualifier. And it has something to do with this man.
Is an Extreme Rules match. Making his way to the ring from Dudley, England, weighing in at 175 pounds, Tyler Bate.
Tyler Bate, known as the big, strong boy, possibly trying to fight his way to becoming an ECW champion in another World Championship qualifying match. Loved by all, and as I'm looking at this now, as I'm looking at my sheet of paper, we do not know Tyler's opponent tonight. Neither does Tyler, actually, now I think about it. Tyler Bate doesn't even know his opponent tonight going into this world qualifying match. Could be anyone. But who could it be? Who will challenge Tyler Bate for a possible shot at the world title? Oh no. No, this isn't happening. This isn't happening. Tyler Bate looking at it, trying to keep his composure as the lights now just completely went out. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is not happening. From the depths of hell itself, the Fiend, Bray Wyatt, is here. I'm at a loss for words. I can only imagine how Tyler Bate is feeling not knowing his opponent, believing this is going to be a normal opponent for him, but seeing that face. Oh my god. The ECW arena has now entered the Firefly Funhouse as Bray Wyatt steps up to face Tyler Bate for the chance at Backlash. Bray Wyatt, the Fiend, an absolute monster, has entered the ring. And we're all wondering the same thing. How the hell is Tyler going to fare against the Fiend? The Fiend stalking slowly. Lights have now come back on. Tyler Bate, big strong boy, versus the Fiend Bray Wyatt. And now Bate, seeming not to be phased and immediately trying to let out some strikes to the Fiend. Tries to go for a springboard but comes up a little bit short, and now Bray will try to take a little bit of advantage here, doing some job on the leg. Jesus Christ. But now, Tyler getting back in the ring now. Bray, snake eyes off Bate, goes for a cover off of it. Now just trying to rip the eyes out of the sockets of Bate's skull. Now, Bray feels like he's stalking his opponent. And now, back body drop on the apron. Jesus Christ, and now the Fiend, sledgehammer in hand, straight to the tailbone of the big strong boy. The Fiend is relentless in this matchup. Jesus Christ, I'm honestly just hoping that Tyler Bate is doing alright right now. He's getting thrown across the outside area, but able to reverse that one. Bray now being the receiving end of some chops and just striking the DDT on the outside. Steel chair being thrown at the skull of Bray Wyatt, and that standing moonsault. If the fans chanting that they want some more tables in play, they will definitely be getting that in the main event of tonight. As Bray again going for another weapon, and now a ladder being in play. Putting on the outside. What is he thinking of doing to Tyler as he works on the back? kick to the skull of the Fiend. Tyler Bate needs to think about getting back into this matchup. He needs to think about trying to do what a lot of people consider to be the impossible, which is to overcome the Fiend. As now the table in play, but Bray stops it in his tracks. Hoists Bate up, and now planning to do some damage with the barricade, sending him back first in the barricade. Kick up from Bate though, uppercut straight to the skull of the Fiend. And now trying to do some damage to the hands of Wyatt. Very smart, so that no way he can't do that mandible claw of his as the clothesline sends Bate to the concrete. My apologies. Throws him back inside the ring. And now the trash can in play, throwing it inside the ring, but Bate strategically getting outside. Getting the chair again, throwing it. Bate trying to get it up a leg here, trying to get that technical wrestling. That new Catch Republic feel to everything. But the Fiend able to get back to his feet. All it takes is one mandible claw to get back into this matchup. Steel trash can comes up a little bit short. Now that mandible claw. Now the mandible claw. Center of the ring. Center of the ring. Could that be it for Bates? And it is. I can't believe I'm about to say this, but the Fiend Bray Wyatt will move on to the main event of Backlash for the ECW Championship. Who would have thought I'd be living in a world where I would say that? As we move on to our main event of tonight. This is about to be a W main event. And now we move on to our main event. Similar to last week, we will crown new champions for our main event. This could be one of the longest matches of the night or one of the shortest matches of the night. Depends how these teams want to take care of this. And that's right, I said teams.
The following contest is a triple threat tag team tables, ladders, and chairs match. And is for the ECW World Tag Team Championship. On the way to the ring at a combined weight of 552 pounds, Ivar and Eric, the Viking Raiders.
The Viking Raiders geared up and ready for this the triple threat TLC tag team match for the ECW Tag Team Championships. And this could be what Jordan Matthews on X was teasing at, the fact the inclusion of Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows in this match. The OC is here.
And at a combined weight of 505 pounds, Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows, the OC.
The OC, former tag team champions, almost every promotion they go to. And remember how dominant the OC, including AJ Styles, was in NXT when AJ Styles was champion. AJ Styles has already punched his ticket to Backlash. We could possibly see, by the time Backlash is finished, the OC, Luke Gallows, Kyle Anderson, and AJ Styles, all with gold around their waist. We will soon see, soon enough. But we have one more team with quite the history with the OC, with their time in NXT. Fans waiting patiently. There they are.
And at a combined weight of 400 pounds, Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano,
DIY Gargano and Ciampa, one of the longest reigning NXT Tag Team Champions of last year, actually the longest reigning Tag Team Champions of last year, not being defeated for the Tag Team Championships, and one of the teams that they went through was the OC. Now they're looking to hold gold once more, but this time in ECW. This is gonna be a doozy. And now match kicking off immediately. Chaos is immediately kicked off. Seems Carl Anderson immediately grabbing in that ladder, trying to make this a very quick match, it seems. Eric though. Gallows on the outside along with Gargano, one member of each team, both inside and outside. Very smart strategy between the two teams. And now the ladder being used as Gargano, table in hand, using that on the outside. Now Ciampa has a table of his own, but look at Carl Anderson. Carl Anderson inside the ring, immediately putting down the championship belts. Stopped by Eric. He almost had it there too. This would have been one of the fastest matches, and now look at Ciampa. Look at Ciampa kicking Carl Anderson down. Will Tommaso go for the belts, but no, being thrown off and picked up and power bombed onto the ladder as a result. Kendo sticks now by the Viking Raiders. Slammed into both members of DIY, and the drop kick of Carl Anderson now sends Ivor out. This has already turned into absolute and utter chaos. And now suicide dive by Carl Anderson to Gargano. Carl Anderson back inside the ring with the ladder, possibly trying to set it up, trying to go up once more. That could be what he's going for. Look at what's happening right now as Ivor immediately getting into the ring, possibly trying to stop him once again. Tommaso with the ladder down and that backdrop onto the canvas. All men back inside the ring now. Now Tommaso with the ladder straight into Luke Gallows. It's now Ivor was going for the table, it seems, as Tommaso now on the ladder and getting struck out by Luke Gallows. And now Carl Anderson, table in hand. The OC seeming to clean house. And look at Ciampa with the table. Now realize he has to help his teammate. As Gargano! What a flip from Gargano. All men just going absolute mental with one another. The table now propped up in the corner and being thrown into it immediately by Luke Gallows. Now Luke Gallows table straight into the face of Ciampa. Eric grabbing the ladder, placing it back down, and now focusing on Gargano as the men on the outside trying to do as much damage to each other as possible. And the high knee from Ciampa. Wait a second, Eric. And the suicide dive by Ivor onto the ladder, completely taking out Carl Anderson. What a moment that was, as Gargano and Eric inside the ring trying to fight for the titles. The Viking Raiders right now in a very good position. But there are two completely other sets of two here that you need to rush. Well, good Russian leg sweep by Carl Anderson onto Tommaso Ciampa. And now Ivor in good position. Going up, hoisting up, going for the tag team titles. Thrown down by Carl Anderson. And the backdrop. All men again back into the ring. Carl Anderson thrown out. Luke Gallows. Now the table being used against Carl Anderson, and now Gargano in a good position. All the men are either down or preoccupied. Tommaso's in there to make sure that no one, yet he's saying no, he's not letting anyone interfere, throwing Eric into the corner. Will this be it? Will Ivor be able to stop them, or will DIY call themselves tag team champions? Good plan from DIY. Ciampa made sure that no one interfered, and Gargano held the titles, our new tag team champions, and that will be our ECW broadcast for tonight. I have been Scott Silver, and I will see you when I see you. Take care, ladies and gentlemen.